Hey guys, Hardy from Cricket Fanatics Magazine here, and this is going to be a live series that we're going to do over the next week or so, over the 21 days, etc. Obviously, with lockdown. Today, I'm going to be joined by Bonga Makaka from Wisdom Province. Excited to actually speak to him. So, if you guys obviously have questions, you can put it down below. I'm just gonna obviously wait for him to come on board. It's the first live one, so bear with us if the sound quality isn't so great, but we're trying. We're trying. So we're just gonna wait for Bonga to get on board here. So let's see where he is, what he's doing. Awkward silence. Bonga,
Hey man, what's going
yo,
on?
bro,
What's
totally
going
new with
on?
this technology stuff, eh?
I was wondering now because I was here for like a little while. I was like, this man gonna get me on here or what?
So what are you doing now? Like you said, you were doing a workout.
Yeah, I had a morning workout. So our agent company has like a set out a program for like this period of time. So we basically like work out in the mornings and stuff.
Hmm.
And then we send it through to the group chat. And so yeah, basically that's what I was doing this morning. But yeah, there's not much now to do. So I'll probably have another workout in the afternoon, like later on today.
Okay.
Uh, but yeah, it's just like a little so that you keep going and
Hmm.
stay strong. Don't want to
What is
be
it? What is it comprised of? Like, what do you guys do? Like, what's the program?
um there's like push-ups, sit-ups, you know, planks, all of that stuff. Like all the stuff that you need to do to make you stronger, man. Basically, hey, yeah, to make you stronger. Um, yeah, just stay fit for this time because this is actually like we're supposed to actually be playing cricket during this time.
Yeah.
Um, we're not supposed to have a break, so it's kind of like a little push in the back to just to keep going. Yeah. How about your side, man? What's going on?
So it's obviously very tricky now with this corona, yeah, and obviously the lockdown. We can't go out and meet you guys
Yeah,
and
of
like
course.
and do our normal interviews and cover games, which is the main thing that keeps our site running. But massive transfers. That's like the major thing at the moment. Like you saw,
Yeah,
I don't know if you saw.
I don't want to tell you what's going on. A lot is happening.
It's unbelievable, bro. Like I was shocked. I was like, it's like almost like a soccer transfer season. It's like
It's
the
crazy.
amount of transfers.
It's madness. The amount of people that have have left from our side is it's crazy,
Yeah,
unbelievable.
yeah. I mean, the
Uh,
movie is crazy, and people going for obviously for new opportunities and
yeah, of course.
a great opportunity that I saw now with obviously Tony DeSouza coming down to the Cobras. I thought that
Is it?
was yeah. So Tony
Yeah,
down to the Cobras is a massive fan, so it's
yeah.
crazy, crazy, crazy. We've got some fans over here. If you guys want to also ask questions to Bonga, I saw some of you guys have big fans here. You can ask Bonga some questions.
I don't know if
Interesting
there's
story,
much.
guys. I
Yeah,
first, I saw Bonga first time. I must tell you guys the story. I saw Bonga at Kaimajolo week, and I'm very seldom is my breath taken away by a player. And I know he's gonna smile because his head is gonna get big now, but very seldom, but very seldom my breath gets taken
I'm
away.
trying to be calm.
Very seldom my breath gets taken away by a player, and I was very impressed with the way you stayed level-headed at the crease. Obviously, sometimes you guys have went through collapses, and you play your natural game.
Yeah.
Like, how do you call yourself as a player? Well, how would you describe yourself as a player?
Do you know what? That was probably one of like one of my favorite. Well, that was probably one of my best weeks that I've been to. Obviously, the perfect timing because it was my last Coke week initially, so it was I had no choice but to play well during that week. So when everyone was there. The selectors were there. There's so much at stake that there's the level of making a mistake is so slim. I had to, prepare well before the week, obviously. And thank you to everyone that, helped me, obviously. Thanks to everyone that helped me to prepare for the week. Because you know what? Every week that I've been to, I've been prepared, but not really prepared. I always think that I'm prepared, but for that week, I was very much like prepared. So, yeah, I had to play well, and thanks to you, obviously, while you were watching, obviously took your eye there, but so that was massive for me actually. So thanks to you, man. Actually, massive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a question here from one of your buddies here.
Uh,
Chechi Christiansen asking you what is your favorite shot, Bonga?
my favorite shot. What is my favorite shot? Do you know what? I love the cover drive, but it's so risky. It is. I love it. It's so satisfying. Like you just hit the ball and it goes through the covers, and you're like, oh, that's beautiful. There's no need to run there, but probably the reverse sweep. The reverse sweep. Yeah, I like playing spin, so yeah, it's probably my favorite shot. Safer shot that I think I play is a reverse sweep. Yeah.
Yeah, Waze Matt also asked a cool question. For aspiring cricketers. Have you seen? You can see the comments your side, right?
Yeah, no, of course. No, it's a very tough job to get up and to be a pro cricketer and a good pro cricketer, obviously. And I've just gotten up to it. And there's only so much I can say because I'm also still learning.
Yeah.
I'm also still learning to be a pro and a good pro cricketer. So to anyone out there, just do your best, train hard. I remember the year that I actually started believing that I can actually make it through cricket was 2017, and it was such an inspiring year for me because I had so much backing, which people actually believed that I could go on and look at it now. 3 years later, I'm a professional cricketer now. So it actually takes time, it takes time and it takes belief also. So anyone out there, you just need to work hard. I know it's overused, but you just need to work hard and know your limit, and know your strengths, know your weaknesses. You know what? It's actually more luck than anything else.
Sure.
It's more luck than anything else. This industry, because you could be so good, but you could just be at the wrong time, and no one is watching. And you could be an average cricketer, and you do well when everyone is watching, and then you make it. And then obviously there's no turning back from that. If you average and you can always be better, you work hard and stuff, you can go all the way, but it's luck for me. I think luck plays a big role. I know it's played a big role in my career, and the only thing I could say is just keep working and keep experimenting things. Like, you must keep experimenting things. We had once Roundabout Cricket Club had a live interview with Gary Kirsten.
Yeah.
And someone asked about how do the Indians become so good so early in their career. And then one of the things that stood out for me was experimenting. They experiment a lot. So the guys go out there and they try different things. Like, they're not scared to try something new.
Yeah.
So, they're not scared to, change their bowling action to become better, they're not scared to change their technique. They always, until they find what works for them.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So for a young cricketer that thinks that they technique or they figured it out, they all well, you might be wrong, because the more you go up, the more you'll find out that, you know what, actually you need to change this, or you need to do this better, you know. So anyone out there, just keep experimenting. Like, I'm not the master. I'm also still experimenting. I have a big winter now coming up. I have a massive winter. I had a tough first season of professional cricket initially. So it's a massive winter for me to work on my game and to make sure that I don't ever have another season like that. I don't want to ever have an average season, or I don't want it, you know. So I'm always trying to get a step ahead of myself. Basically, I always want to be better, you know. So that's why you find that I'm working now with my fitness or whatever, just to make sure that I'm staying fit, you know.
Yeah, because I mean, I saw a lot of guys. You get the youngsters, like you'll see Marco Jansen, for example, that
Of course,
a very meteoric rise from starting with Kanye straight into provincial cricket, and straight into merging SAA, etc. And it went quite quick for him. But for others, it's a bit harder, and they have to grind. Like, I mean, a guy like, for example, I always use Rassie van der Dussen as an example. Great soldier to South African cricket. Took a very long time for him to get his Proteas debut, but he never gave up. He always pushed through until he got that debut. For you, I saw a little tweet from you about hard work and perseverance. And what is your take on that? Is it better to take things more chilled and laid back and slower for your career to start, or is it better for you to actually have a meteoric?
You know what? The older I'm getting, I'm only like 19. I'm turning 20 in like a couple of days.
Yeah.
I've realized something that, I see a lot of things like on social media. Like there was this thing that Jay-Z said on one of his interviews. He said, you don't want to reach the top too fast.
Sure.
So you don't want to rush yourself to become this person that you wish to be too early. So you need to like take time and you need to work on yourself as a person. You need to have disciplines, like things like you need to start disciplining yourself in terms of going out, hanging out with friends. That plays a massive role. Things like working outside practice. Things like, you know, people around you, you know, those things play a massive role to being a great person, a great cricketer. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or being a great sportsman, or whatever, a great rapper for him, you know. So what I took in terms of that is that I've figured, like, I don't want to rush my success. You know, I want to be ready physically, mentally, everything, so that when it's time to be on the big stage. So for instance, if I had gotten a call up for this last season, I know that I wasn't ready for it. I wouldn't have done well. You know what I mean? I wasn't ready for that level yet. But my thing now is that massive winter, hard work, focus, so that when I do get the call up, and there will be no doubt about it. I know for myself, like, I'm ready. I was ready when I played for SN19. I was ready for when I got a call for SA calls. I was ready for quick. I was ready. You know what I mean? I was ready for, for now that I know the last season, I wasn't ready for semi-pro cricket, but I know that I'll be ready now, and even better to be ready for Cobras. You know? it's like it's processes, steps, you know, that
Yeah.
a person needs to tend to their success. Don't need to rush anything. I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday. You know, fortunately, sorry, can I just come back with you quick? I just need to get my charger quick.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's cool.
Did you hear
I'll
me?
just keep it going so long.
All right.
Yeah, cool. Guys, so that's Bonga. If you guys have any questions for Bonga, then obviously you can just put them in the comment section. I will ask him to him and I'll ask him about it. It's very interesting what he's talking about over there about hard work and dedication and perseverance, etc. I always use the example. I'm a massive United fan, and I know you maybe get slated in the comments for that, but a very good example that I always used was Cristiano Ronaldo and the way he is as good as he is because of the hard work and dedication that he gives to the game. There was an interesting story that I heard about Ronaldo and Fergie when it was pouring with rain, and Fergie was sitting in his he called the training off, and Ronaldo was on the field still practicing, and Fergie looked out his office and he said, Ronaldo, get your butt back into the changing room, go get a shower, go take a relax. Practice is called off, it's done for the day. And then he said, sure, boss. He went over to the AstroTurf and he continued playing over there. And Fergie just heard balls going into the net. And he was like, but who's out there? He doesn't see anybody in the field. And he looked over and Ronaldo was on the AstroTurf, still practicing 2 hours after training, putting in the dedication, putting in the hard work. So hard work and dedication is obviously very, very important. Bonga at such a young age, obviously, he's learned that, and that's awesome. Do we have you back again? I think I need to also change a little bit of the angle here. I'm feeling really comfortable. Can you I to listen to you? There's no sound there. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're gonna some technical glitches as usual. But we'll get you back. Bonga Makaka, I see you've joined, boy. Are you excited for the new season? Golders? Huh? So yeah, so we have Bonga here again. We're gonna catch him again live. It's been an awesome conversation so far. He's given some great pointers to young cricketers about perseverance, hard work. Also, I'm gonna ask him some tips of what you guys and young aspiring cricketers can do now. Obviously, in the lockdown, it's obviously difficult to stay safe, to stay healthy, to do your exercises, etc. But to also keep it cricket related. So we will be bringing you a lot of content over the next week and the next over the lockdown period. Obviously, we need to keep things going. I'm gonna bring Bonga back. So yeah, so we're gonna be doing quite a few of this. I'm gonna try to get a few guys. Any cricketers that are watching now currently, if you guys want to do this with me and have a live session with me, then just hit me up in the comments and yeah, we can have a chat and just like we're having here. Bonga, back again.
Back, man. I'm sorry. Yeah. Made it alone. Something going on.
So, with regards to cricket exercises that you can do in the lockdown, what sort of stuff can you guys do? You've got your backyards or your front or yards that you can practice in. I'm currently outside my house in the front yard. So,
yeah, no, for this time actually, I haven't thought of anything that I could do besides catching drills or like fielding drills. So for me, I'm lucky enough to have like a nice, garden and quite a big garden, so I have like the walls all over my house, so and a grass, whatever. Just bounce the ball on the wall. You could put like I don't know, a bench or something on one of or the further side, and or like put a shoe or something there, or you know, chuck the ball and then try to hit the shoe or something. You know, just something for me. I think fielding, catching, important. Yeah, I know that I need to work massively on my fielding since I'm just the batsman. So it's quite big for me to, you know, to have to clean up my fielding basically.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
I don't think a lot of people know, but a lot of people don't know that. Like I caught you one day at Newlands. You were doing some drills with Ezra Poole as for wicket keeping before you were doing some wicket keeping drills and stuff like that. Just give some, like, how tough is it actually to be a wicket keeper, man? Like, for you to have to try to switch and learn in such a short space of time. How tricky is it actually to do?
Yeah, it's very tough because actually I had what, a month to prepare for India,
Yeah.
to be a keeper. But I had already kept before I knew how to keep. I just hadn't done for so long. When I got the call that I'm a backup keeper, it was very tough, and it was quite tough because I had to stay on my feet. I had to get my hands moving again. I had to get the keeper gloves and make sure that my hands are soft. All of those things. It was quite tough, you know, and it wasn't easy, definitely. And keeping in India is tough. With quick bowlers, I see Marco Jansen is here. With quick bowlers, you will tell you how tough it is. Like when I did keep there in the one-day game, the ball is quick, but it's keeping low.
Yeah.
So you're not used to that. You're used to, you know, Cape Town wickets, nice bouncy wicket. They come on nicely to your gloves. Quick bowler is perfect to keep. There it was tough. The ball is turning. It's keeping low, you know. For a keeper that had a month to prepare, massive job. But I think I did it right for, you know, I had a couple of job catches, but I mean, I did it right, like for what it was worth, for the time that I prepared, you know. So keeping is not an easy job. It's not easy at all. You have to concentrate every single ball, every ball. So it's tough. It's tough.
Craig Sturton over here is one of my writers actually. Look at this question. Who would you like to start up with and why? Saptando.
What's the question? Who would you most like to do? Is this like a general question?
I think it must be a general question.
Oh, me. I don't know. Maybe he's asking you. I don't know.
Please. Well, me personally, I would pick. It's not a cricketer, so it's Machine Gun Kelly. I just want to rap with him all day. It's just a
Is it?
Machine Gun Kelly.
Who would I pick?
You put the Thunder's coming on for you, then, bro. Thunder's coming on.
What is Thunder saying here?
Guys by the move. Now he's chirping, huh?
You nervous, bro? Nah, bro. I'm not nervous. I'm chilling. Who would I pick? Shit. Do you know what? I would love to be in a lift with Kanye West. He's a mad dog. He's crazy, that guy. You know how much knowledge that guy has? Like, I watch his interviews all the time. And literally, it's like, every time you watch a Kanye West interview, then you're like, oh my God. He just knows, man. It's just like ahead. He's just ahead of everything.
Like, crazy, man.
Mad. You know what? You think that is mad, but you know what? Kanye West is very like intelligent in terms of, you watch his like 2013 interviews about watch his 2013 interviews about when he started actually like his company, which is Yeezy.
Mhm.
And that is when it started, like when he had an idea in 2012, 2013. And the guys didn't believe that it will be $1 billion company. And he said that this is like revolutionary, like it will be big and it's gonna be my company. I'm gonna own it 100%. And actually how it started was he had a certain amount that he had with Adidas, or Nike at the time, and then Nike didn't want him. He made a shoe, but like, so they wouldn't give him 100% ownership of the brand. So he was like, okay, fine. He went to Adidas. Adidas gave him a bit. What? 7 years later, the guy is a billionaire from shoes, and his brand basically.
Yeah.
World. He's like, he said that in like when 2013 already, and people were laughing at him. Nike didn't want to make more shoes for him. The guy is now 100% ownership of Yeezy, basically Adidas. So Kanye West is like, for me, is inspiring. One of my heroes actually. Like, I love Kanye West. He's just a free spirit guy. Like, he speaks, you know, he might not be right all the time. No one is right all the time. You know what I'm saying? No one is right. I say some dumb stuff all the time. Ask Tando. Tando knows. Tando knows. I say some stupid stuff all the time. But you know what? Whatever. You know?
Yeah.
No one is perfect to say the right things all the time.
Of course, yes.
You know?
I mean, you can always. I always say like other people. There's other people that you can always learn from. Other successful people. Eminem's story, unbelievable. We only 200 people that bought his first Infinity album. Like, he had 200 people. His first album, one of the best rappers of all time, and to have his first, to give up, to never give up like he did. I mean, that Lose Yourself song will speak to you about those type of things, and how he never gave up, and how he owns so many things. He's one of the richest rappers in the world. Shady Records is doing amazingly. I mean, another guy I aspire to, his rival now, obviously, with that whole rap god, rap devil. Machine Gun Kelly's story is unbelievable. The way he went from riches to rags to riches. Like, he was first very wealthy, and then he lost his money. His mother left. He lost everything, and he had to work his butt off with his friend. He went to stay by his friend. They worked in the basement together, making music. His friend is still his producer today. Things like that. It's unbelievable the way he built his career and he built his fan base. So you can learn from a lot of guys.
Yeah, you can get. Yeah, for sure. You can get inspired from like different people all the time. Like, I know that I get inspired. Well, I love sport in general. So, and recently started watching F1 series on Netflix. Mad inspiring. I think that everyone deserves to watch that. If you don't follow of F1, but you're an athlete, if you watch that series, I'm telling you, mind changing. You like over the top. I think that those guys, that's probably the hardest sport in sports for me. I know people say it's golf, but like F1 is the guys, the stuff that they go through, and it's documented live. Like, you see properly, like everything. The guy's coach telling him he's gonna lose his contract if he doesn't come in the top 6. It's golf. He doesn't, you will lose his contract. He doesn't come in the top 6. But the guy, he has a terrible car. And compared to other cars like Mercedes, Red Bull, Aston Martin, Red Bull, and those McLaren, those cars, the guy, that's a lot to ask for. You know what I mean? So I think that sport for me, it's very difficult. So anyone out there that wants to learn a lot, that sport is crazy. I love it. For now, I never used to follow F1, but now
I don't follow it.
Listen, I had to download F1 flipping game on my phone. That's how much I love the sport right now. So mad inspiring for me. So anyone out there, F1, you should watch F1. The series is on Netflix. Crazy.
What else
But
do you do?
yeah,
Like now with the downtime and stuff. What else do you do now? Obviously, you're gonna train for a certain part of it.
yeah.
Obviously, but to like just relax. I know you're doing it live with me now, but I mean, what else would you
Yeah.
do? You do? What have you been watching on
Um,
Netflix? What,
yeah. I'm watching. What's it? Grind Goals or Hustle Goals? Oh yeah, it's Hustle Goals. It's a Netflix. Man, listen, crazy documentary. That it's like a series. Oh my god, loving it, absolute loving it. It's like a five series, well, five like seasons in a series. Crazy, loving that every single. And I just finished the test. You know the test.
no,
The Haven't you watched it?
no.
It's like the what you call it, the Australian, well, new era cricketers.
Okay, yes,
Crazy.
I heard about the show, but I haven't watched it yet.
Oh,
Old
love,
Timers, yeah. What about them?
flipping amazing. I finished that in 2 days. Not even a day and a half.
Stop with your hands, bro.
A, a day and a half, and I was done with that thing. I literally had a whole day to watch every single episode, and well, it's amazing to see like how those guys like what they went through and you know to
Yeah,
become what they are today. You know Australia is gone. They proper cricketers now compared to what they were 2 years, 3 years ago, or 2 years ago actually when Smithy and them, you know, was sacked. But
yeah,
now they amazing, you know. So that was inspiring for me, you know. Those guys actually go through a lot. If you watch the series and you see like guys getting dropped, not being a good enough opener, you know, they have to go back to county and play there, you know, guys changing their techniques, you know, in a short period of time and be ready for the World Cup. They must be ready for the Ashes, you know, couple of months later than that. It's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah. So the I think that this is good for cricketers. This, you know, just to reflect and, you know, see how you went about your last season, how you can be better. It's big pressure when you go up. It's big pressure. You want to be ready for it. So, yeah.
So how are you going to? How are you going to come back? How are you going to come out this season? Like, how are
Do
you
you
going to
know
approach it?
what? I had a last season. Uh, Last season was very, you know, tough. I hadn't played consistently like at the level. Like I would get a call up, and then obviously I had to go to school, and then I must come back to the setup, and it wasn't like consistent. So when the season obviously finished school and everything, and I wanted to play every game, it was tough. It was tough. Guys figure you out, you know, easily because you're not sure about your technique, you're not sure about your game, you know. But that was good for me because for what it's worth, I actually didn't have a terrible season. I didn't have a terrible season. I'm averaging like 35 in the list A, like 20 in like 20 odd I think in the first class in like 6 games. I've played 6 games basically. But I know that next season I'm ready, no doubt. No doubt about it. I'm gonna be ready. I needed this. I needed to see what it's about, and I saw what it's about, and I've started working. You know, I've started working, and I'm gonna keep working until you know I'm ready. I'm good enough. So massive season for me. This, you know, massive.
Of course, it is. Yes. And
Yeah.
so like where do you Emily Norris actually asked a question earlier on, and I also want to know it. Who are some of the cricketers that you looked up to?
You know what? Over the time it's changed. Over the time it's changed. I don't know, but I know that when I was very young, I remember when I was like started playing cricket. I looked up. I was an all-rounder. Actually, you know that.
No, I didn't know that. What about?
I'm telling you, we played out my first game. I remember. So I started playing cricket when I was 6, and then I only had my first match when I was like 8, 2 years later, because I couldn't play. Because I was 6 and I was supposed to play with under 10s.
Yeah.
But they didn't let me play with under 10s. So 2 years later, when I was 8 years old, played for the under 10s, played against Mitchell's Plain. I took like 3 wickets, I think, or 4 wickets in that game. And that was the first time I played a cricket. I remember that day. I took 3 or 4 wickets, I think. Dude, Tando, you must believe me, dude. I'm telling you now. This guy doesn't believe me. Doesn't believe me. I'm telling you. I went from like being an all-rounder. So then like my role model then was like Jacques Colors. Loved watching JK. Loved watching JK bat, bowl. And yeah, so that was like when I was like 8, 10 years old. And then when I was like 13, and then it changed to like AB. Then I loved AB.
I can see the risk taking in, like AB's a risk.
Love AB high school. Loved AB. Grade 8 to like when 2015, then I started watching a lot of Kohli. I watched a lot of videos of Kohli and how he goes about. Like, he just inspired me, like, you know, and, you know, it was just like, I want to be like that. I want to be that guy. I want to be that guy, man. You know, Kohli, and then change over a couple of times. Went to like Steve Smith when he was really peaking at his time. So it's been like different players throughout like my journey. Like not like role models, like people that I think, yo, this guy's good. I want to be like this man. You know, I want to be like this guy. I want to be like this guy. So actually putting it all out, it's actually you know, turned out well for me, because I think I have like elements of like a couple of cricketers to make who I am.
Yeah.
So I think I have a bit of X factor. I have a bit of, you know, hard work. I have a bit of like, you know, a bit of a swag, whatever you can call it, cockiness, whatever. You know, all those things like it's because of like different people that I've looked up to during my time of playing cricket. So, yeah. And yeah, I'm loving Labuschagne right now. Unbelievable cricketer.
Properly, bro. Come Labuschagne, yeah.
Ah, man. Leave the guy alone. Leave the guy alone. Labuschagne. It's Labuschagne. Let him be. He wants to be called Labuschagne.
Look here, Bonga. Let's sign up for this question. Daniel gave some question. Just sign up for that one. So last match, you're at the crease. You're facing Tini. You need 15, and he needs 1 wicket. Do you back yourself?
Listen, I played Tando once. That was the SA schools game and SA calls. And he knows what happened in that over. Tando knows what happened in that over. I want him to say what happened. Tando, explain. What happened in the over? I've got your number. You didn't get me out. Hey, you were there. You were there, the SA schools game when Tando bowled. Then I nicked him for like 12 in an over. That's all I'm saying.
dropped in the
Nah,
slip.
but
It was dropped.
no, but no. Listen, Tando, great bowler, unbelievable skills. It's very tough playing against that guy. I won't lie, it's quite intimidating at times. So, it's a battle that we have with each other because we've literally, since I've known Tando, I met Tando in 2016, and we've just been, you know, massive friends till today. Great relationship, and we worked hard, So, the guy, learned a lot from him. Actually, I learned a lot from this town. But yeah, great bowler, mad respect.
Yeah.
Mad respect for Town. Great season this season. Massive last season of being at Western Province. Massive, great season. So yeah, massive respect for good bowler, no doubt.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if Thunder remembers, but I spoke to him a long time ago when I was working somewhere else, and he was only 15, 16 at the time, and he made the decision to move over to Cape Town and take that step in his career. Unbelievable. I was very inspired by that. So really, really good. I love his drive. I love his attitude. I love the way he bowls. Actually, good luck to you, Tando, for your ventures now with the Titans. Big step up, big game. Respect you, bro. So, shot a lot, Bonga. Great conversation. I will catch you again. We have another chat. For the viewers, this video will be posted again. I'm gonna try to post it on our other social media platforms, on YouTube, etc., so you guys can watch back. And also, we're gonna bring you some other interviews and some other conversations with some other guys. So, shot Bonga, awesome, and good luck for the rest of the lockdown.
No worries, man. Thank you. Thanks to the viewers.
See you, bro.